Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are welcome to math class today, and we are going to be discussing how to clear fractions with unknown denominators. When you have a fraction with unknown denominator, the way you clear it is not much different from the way you clear ordinary fraction. Now, with the first example I have on the board, I have 1 over m minus 1 over 4 equals 0. The unknown in that fraction is m, and it can be found at the denominator. So if you want to identify the denominators we have there, we have m and 4 to be our denominator, and our L.C.M is going to be 4m. Okay, we have our denominators to be m and 4. Then our L.C.M is going to be 4m. And you know how we get that? You multiply m by 4. That will give you 4m. And the next step from there is to multiply each of the term of the equation by the L.C.M. So that is going to be, next step, 4m times 1 over m minus 4m times 1 over 4 equals 4m times 0. So that's the next step. So the step that will follow this is to cancel out what can cancel. You know, here m can cancel m. I'll be having 4 times 1 minus 4 cancel 4. M times 1, I'll be having m equals 4m times 0, I'll have 0. Okay, and the step that follows this, I'll have 4 times 1, 4 minus m equals 0, and I'll collect like terms, or I transfer this minus m to this side, it becomes plus. I'll have 4 to be equals to m. I'll say, so therefore my n equals to 4, and that is my answer. So if I want to discuss it expressly, I'll identify the denominators, and then I'll find the L.C.M from the denominators. I will now use the L.C.M to multiply each term of the fraction, which I did there, and then I will cancel out what can cancel and have this. Then 4 times 1 give me 4, m times 1 give me m. I'll collect like terms here, I'll transfer minus n to the other side. I'll have to be 4 equals to n. This minus turns to plus when it crosses the equal sign. And that's what I'm having here. So therefore I have my m to be equals to 4. Now let's look at another example. Another example that I have here is to solve 1 over 2 equals 1 over s. This is s, not 5. Watch out for that. Then you can see that what I have here, I have a mixed fraction here. I have to convert it to improper fraction, and we know how to do that. So what do we do? Converting this to improper. If you have this type of fraction, you first of all convert to improper. You can't go ahead solving this problem like this. So you have to simplify what you have there. So say 2 times 2, that will give you 4, plus 1, that will give you 5. That will be 5 over 2, which is the conversion. So I'm going to be having 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So that is 5 over 2 equals 1 over s. So it is easier for me to simplify from here. So I'll look for my denominators. My denominators are 2 and s. So the next step is to find the L.C.M. L.C.M is always product of the denominators, and that will be equals to 2s. 2 times 7 will give me 2s. The next step is to multiply each of the term in the equation by 2s. That will be 2s times 5 over 2 equals 2s times 1 over s. I want to advise you, please, when you're writing s, write it clearly. Don't let it look like 5, number 5. Okay, look at this 5. This is 5 and this is s. They are not the same. They don't look alike. Okay, be careful about that. So here, these two, we cross these two, I'll be having s times 5 equals this s, we cross s, I'll have 2 times 1. So I'll be having 5 times s to be 5s equals 2. So what I do from here is divide both sides by 5. I will have s to be equals to 2 over 5. And that is the end of your solution. So I want you to quickly know that your answer can be in fractional form. You can have your answer in fraction. You can leave it in decimal. You can leave it as a whole number. So the decimal of this one is going to be 5 in 2 is not possible. So you put 0 points. Bring the 0 to the back of the 2 here. That makes 20. 5 in 20, that will give you 4. So we have 0.4, meaning that 2 over 5 is equivalent to 0.4. So you can leave your answer provided at a fractional form. Okay, but probably you check the back of the text you are using and your answer is left in decimal form, there is still no problem. You should want to do that. Okay, all right, let's look at one or two more examples for better understanding. This is example 3. It is exactly like the example 2 we just finished solving. Okay, you can see that we still have improper fraction here. And don't forget what I asked you to do when you have improper fraction. You convert to, you have mixed fraction here. So you have to convert this one to improper fraction for you to continue the solution. And the steps involved, 4 times 2, that will give us 8. 8 plus 3, that will give us 11. So that will now be 11 over 4. That is the converted fraction. So we're going to be having 2 times 4, 8 plus 3, 11 over 4 equals 1 over n. Okay, the next step, you look for the denominators. Denominators, what are they? They are 4 and n. And our LCM is going to be 4n. And the next step is to multiply each of the term of this equation by 4n. That will be 4n times 11 over 4 equals 4n times 1 over n. Okay, so you cross out what can cancel. 4 cancel 4, you have n. That will be n times 11 equals n cancel n. That will be 4 times 1. So we're having n times 11 to be 11n equals 4 times 1 to be 4. You can divide both sides by 11, so n equals to 4 over 11. And that is your final answer. That is the answer. Okay, don't forget, answer can be in decimal. Answer can be in fractions. I will urge you to always leave your answer in fraction. Okay, let's begin about our answers in fraction. Okay, I hope you can follow through the steps. And let's look at one more example, inshallah. Alright, this is the last example we're going to be looking at today. We have 4 over 9 equals 2 over 8 equals 4. 4 over 9 minus 2 over p equals 4. So we are going to look for the denominators. Denominators are 9 and p. L.C.M equals 9p, and then you multiply each term by 9p. 9p times 4 over 9 minus 9p times 2 over p equals 9p times 4. Okay, 9 cancel 9, I'll have p times 4 minus p cancel p. I have 9 times 2 equals 9 times 4, 9 plus that is 36p. Okay, then that will give me 4p minus 18 equals 36p. Now collect like terms here. I'll collect like terms, and that will be, this can be 4p minus 36p equals 18. Alright, then 4p minus 36p, that will be giving me 32p. I have 32p, that is minus 32p equals 18. And the next step to divide both sides by 32, that is p equals 18 minus divided by minus 32. So I start to cross 2 here, I'll have it to be 16, 2 here, I'll have it to be 9. Can anything go again? Nothing can go again, so I can say p equals minus 9 over 16. That is my answer. P equals minus 9 over 16. I think we have come to the end of this section. In summary, if you want to clear a fraction with unknown denominators, one, you find the denominators, and then you find the L.C.M of the denominators. You don't have to get the L.C.M of the denominators, and then the last step is to multiply each term of the equation by the L.C.M. And also, if you have mixed fraction in a problem, don't forget to convert the mixed fraction to improper fraction, and then you go ahead following the 3 steps I've mentioned earlier. I wish you good luck. Thank you.